Welcome to Kidmissing TV. Today we're going to talk about the case of Brad Bellino. He was 12 years old when he was murdered in Boardman, Ohio on March 31st, 1972. He was abducted and murdered on his walk home from his friend's house. The Boardman Police Department's cold case investigation into the death of 12-year-old Bradley Bellino, whose body was found in a dumpster behind the Boardman Plaza on April 4th. Now, he disappeared when? March 31st. He was found behind a dairy store. The store only dealt in dairy. The dairy store is no longer there. The Boardman Board of Trustees approved $3,500 to hire Paragon Nanolabs to analyze DNA through forensic genealogy. I'll get it out one of these days, which is wonderful. The Ohio Bureau of Criminal Identification has already looked at the evidence. They've already analyzed it. They found some potential matches, but there is definitely more work that can be done. In other words, the matches were further related, at more of a distance. It's been 1972, 50 years this year, since this child was murdered. The 50th anniversary just passed. He was walking home from his best friend, Don Templeton's house. What I'm going to do for this video is I'm going to put a link in the description to Lamont at Large's video on this case, because he shows the places. He actually goes to the places, and he shows the grave as well. So I think you'll get a better visual from his video, because I'm not able to do that. So thank you, Lamont. I will be using your video. At least linking it. But as I said, they're looking at familial DNA to try to determine who the killer was. He was killed suddenly, they said. From when he started to die to when he died was very sudden. It's a strange way of writing something, that from the onset of death to death was sudden. The hell does that mean? I assume it means that he was hit, stabbed, however he was killed, and he died as soon as it happened. So he didn't suffer, if that makes sense. And he died around 9 p.m. a little more than 24 hours after he was reported missing. There are a list of 20 suspects that have been developed. They have been working their tails off in this case. Boardman, Ohio was a growing, still somewhat rural community where kids were free to roam during that time. It's important to know that, Again, he was found behind the Isley's dairy store. And here's the saddest part, I think. A Youngstown policeman named Tony D'Appolito was this child's cousin. and was Bradley's cousin. He was called to identify his cousin's body in a dumpster. I just can't even imagine. And he had helped in the search with Brad, leaving a family dinner on Sunday to look for him. Brad's brother actually called Mrs. Templeman and asked her, did Brad ever leave? Yeah, he left a long time ago. And it was just kind of, that's a panic. And if the coroner's report is accurate and he died at 9 p.m. the next night, where was he between 7:30 p.m. Friday until his death Saturday at 9 p.m.? That leaves 26 hours unaccounted for. Think of the torture you can do to someone in 26 hours. I'd rather not, but Don recalled, his friend, that there was a brown van following them when they were walking around town. At first they joked about it, but then but the fourth time they saw the van, they became scared. So is this van involved in the case? I don't know. Okay. So it could have been, or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just a weird coincidence. I'm just hoping that that familial DNA will give them some answers. I want to give you the phone number. Sheesh. Here it is. The phone number is the Boardman Police Department at 1-330-726-4144. Thank you for joining me. Next time, I hope you'll join me for the case of Selena Mays. Vanished at 12 years old, 8.5 months pregnant. Please subscribe so you know when I put up videos. Click the bell for all notifications. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day and God bless you.